We have it live? Well, if we have it live, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Knicks triple threat. We're going to devastate the Spurs if we can get this done over in a 3-game series. Let's do this, guys. How we doing today? Gonna get this exclusively on the YouTube channel, but welcome this on a 3-way stream involving Kick. We have YouTube, and then of course, we have Twitch. So if you guys are welcome to get this live commentary, no copyright included. Probably a live broadcast audio. I'm somewhat allowed to have. Right now, the New York Knicks are 2 games ahead of the series, and please, I apologize for my energy. I'm fatigued. I went to the gym before this, so excuse me if I sound a bit exhausted. Dylan Thiemann, Chris Johnson. I've been Monday Night Raw nearly. I don't know if it's still abroad.
You went from a lowly agricultural official in a Hime to a military auditor. You've really made something of yourself. Oh, I believe it's been about 3 years.
He's seeing red now.
Yes, 3 years and 3 months. That's how long it's been since my beloved wife died.
I see. All of that aside, I too have received urgent news from the front lines and am about to seek an audience regarding reinforcements. The request for reinforcements from the Borderland Generals Corps is a crucial matter.
Oh, we can't have the audio. I was watching a clip of a show. Also, Mets destroyed the Padres today. Cannot wait. Also, Minnesota Timberwolves got some new uniforms out. They look pretty decent. More of the 1995 aesthetic with their white and blue uniforms with a hint of the black design from their 2000 stint. It looks nice. I don't know why it's taking so long for them to stream out the Knicks. I heard the president's supposed to be in the arena, so they canceled down all the watch parties. God forbid you have some fun when you can't afford tickets when they go costing as much as a fucking mortgage for a house in New York. Not getting much big sports news over the past couple days. Except the possibility of a big 3-way trade for Kawhi Leonard to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Bradley Beal to try to kill off his contract. That sounds like something that would get vetoed immediately, knowing at least Rudy Gobert shows up to play when he's costing $250 million. If they want to take Bradley Beal's max contract still, no one's paying him 50 years to sit down all day. That man is a money glitch in the NBA. God forbid. You have to play basketball. Wait, we have to play basketball? Yeah. When you get your super max deal, you don't just sit down and just relax. No, Bradley, you have to actually play the sport. Why is this such a harsh concept for you? It's not. It's not. It's just interesting. I think I have to pay extra over on Prime Video to watch Game 3, man. Because now watching sports is a pay per view. Netflix trying to pay per view as well. If you have the ads subscription, that means they lock at the premiering content that you haven't watched yet. So we hate you. Why don't you want to pay a portion of your paycheck to watch a stupid TV show? Oh, we played the Commanders. I think we came from beating the Red Sox as well. Yeah, sadly, I don't think they're going to show the playoff game. It said Amazon Video, didn't it? All right. Cache should be clear. Phoenix Suns, oh God, 100 million guaranteed contracts in the NBA this season. Jesus Christ. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 312 million. Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Paulo Banchero, Jalen Williams, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Franz Wagner, Jaylen Brown, still coming off his $300 million deal. He did make All-Stars. Conference semis. Excuse me. So waiting until when the game could broadcast. Right now, Wembanyama is still the key factor. The young rotation core is possibly not ready for prime time like this, but it looked like the officiating was so keen on them trying to push for this game going deeper than it would. They were close though in the fourth quarter. Oh, God. Oh, no. We still get everything set up because I don't think the game is broadcast yet. I don't know if we're in a broadcast delay. Shit. Anybody comes into the chat and I haven't read your message or you're on the private chat thanks to the link, please let me know in the private chat below. I'm going to grab something, so please do not mind me. I apologize for that. They're still doing team intros though. Need this after the gym, man. Oh. Still having technical issues. Well, at least I'm not missing much. I was checking on the MSG network. I'm sure after the lineup, they'll do the national anthem. Oh, and tip-off just started. Nobody's scoring right now. It's still good old David Jones that's out with an injury. And the Spurs start with the opening bucket. I wonder if I could ever try doing refrigerated pancake. Oh, and the Spurs are starting off hot. The 4-0 start, and yet the stream starts now to give me an inconsistent amount of buffering. 7-3 so far. The Spurs. Why is it choosing now, man? I'm missing basketball. My Knicks choose to trail again early in the half. Oh, you can watch Spider-Man Noir here? How about that was more of a Disney exclusive? Disney Plus, I mean. You know, everybody praying to win Game 3. I'm more scared of taking a 2-1 lead than a 3-1 lead. Because the probability coming back 3-0 is a lot safer. Who we got coming out of game 3, guys? They got tanks outside? Hell nah. Is that AI the president really here? Greg Popovich is here though.
No. Yeah. No.
Oh, the president's getting booed on the camera. Did they call Danhausen Deshaun? No, never mind. Oh, hell no. Did they have to cancel the watch parties around New York? Or just around the arena? 14 and start is pissing me off. Why they show me presidential press conferences in the middle of this? This had to be pushed by Benjamin Netanyahu. If you can guess the WWE Superstars team out of this, 18 and 9. Knicks need to shape up, man. Trailing 10 this early is crazy. Come on, guys. Karl-Anthony Towns went up with Wembanyama. Seems like Wembanyama finally turned it up after the Knicks. Kept me cold from the first snap last time. Brunson moving up the ball. Up the handoff. The other stream that I'm using is sadly not up to par right now. Oh, does it look like I want to watch New York Liberty with Magic Johnson's son playing? I'm good. Oh, now it feels like pulling its head out of its ass. Gonna be getting these for the next 5 months. Right now, Wet Banana and the Spurs. So sadly, I have to come with this with fresh eyes because it took me a while to get the connection of the stream working. So I apologize if you didn't hear any play-by-play for the past like near hour. By the way, Mansour Delane got a new contract worth 41 million. Peter Woods got 4 years, 17 million. Quinn Snyder got an extension. Wasn't he fired? He got fired after the playoff series against the Knicks. Come on, back him down. OG with the three, with the fadeaway jumper. Oh, Wembanyama. Wet Banana loses possession in the middle of the post after the lob. It's going to be a turnover. Knicks ball. Take out. Sham it. OG misses. Is that Carter Bryant? Dylan Harper. Screen coming from Stephon. Oh, and Devin Vassell gives the screen for an easy way to the back basket. Oh, pull-up jumper. Brunson trying to challenge Wembanyama. Top of the key, missed. Wet Banana on the post. Rejected by Cat. The Big Purr. OG with the jam after the 360. Let's go. The spinning jam by Anunoby. Let's go. Also, I want to pedal back to that potential. It's not set in stone over the rumored reports because it's obvious Minnesota Timberwolves need either a good four that can space the floor. You can see why Carl is so heavily missed. Obviously, he was traded for more financial reasons than it was his actual play, because his last season with Timberwolves was probably his best performance as a Wolf before he left. His facilitating and obviously two-way scoring as a 5 stretched into a power forward more when they had already a good Rudy Gobert that was already a DPOY candidate. It's offensive creativity, and also Carl can double back on defense. You don't get consistency with Julius Randle. He can pop up and have a good season, but it's once in a blue moon where you can keep that at an all NBA level where you rely on him to be your second highest scorer. We don't have that for currently the Timberwolves. I assume it has been a great deadline trade for the Wolves, but I doubt they'd pull anything with another season of Julius Randle without saddling up with somebody a bit younger, more athletic, possibly somebody that can play make, but he's not really good outside the floor like Obi Toppin. Oh, kick out. And you're going to let Bradley Beal eat up that contract? Oh, floater gang. Let's go, Carl. 15 to 24 on my end. All Dominicans are not zesty if Carl drops 30. Of course, defensive rebound by Josh Hart. Here he is off transition. Taking Dylan Harper to the floor. Oh, hey, someone eject Luke Cornett. And I bet they're not even going to leave him with a flagrant. Heavy loose ball and shoves him off. And the ref's not even talking to Cornett after the bucket. We are doing this again. We are doing this again. Ref, we are doing this again. Look at this. In the middle over to the inbound, all Joshua wanted to do was just possibly pass it back over to, I know he was willing to mock, but that was a dirty-ass play by Luke Cornett, guys. We are not doing this again, folks. We are not doing this again. We're off the commercial break because obviously Luke Cornett's getting fucking ejected. This is the same way when Wembanyama wasn't even given a technical foul when he pushed back on Mitchell Robinson in the middle of a scuffle down the baseline. Well, I hate the way you breathe, Josh. Flagrant. Hair follicles is a part of the body, and that was obviously going to disrupt the. Did he grab his hair? That would be the only way fouling over disruption of him shooting would have been fair. They were about to let fly that foul that Julian Champagny was about to give over to OG Anunoby over a game 2. God forbid it, Nick. Try to get a little bit of motion. God damn. This has been a ridiculous finals. This is the equivalent. We came from an instant classic between the Thunder and the Pacers to having, there was physicality and a bit of controversial calls, predominantly on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But at least you still had great performances all in all. If it wasn't going to be SGA, it was going to be J-Dub. If it wasn't going to be J-Dub, it was going to be Tyrese Halliburton. If it wasn't going to be Tyrese Halliburton, it was going to be Nembhard. God forbid Mitchell Robinson or Karl Anthony Towns play some good defense and they don't catch an elbow and the referee As soon as they implement a ref cam, we'll see referee having some neck problems because he ain't looking at anything but the floor or the ceiling over in the arena, gang. I'm being serious. Oh, looks like we got a guest right now. Yep. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Well, I don't know who B is, but I hope that wasn't on purpose. Kevin Hart has to be the most interesting industry plan because how do I know you for your movie before I know you for your stand-up? Come on, guys. I'm Christian. I'm Christian. Hey. And look at this. Look at this again. Wembenyama shoving off Jalen Brunson over in the middle of the ball. An active foul from behind while OG's in a scuffle in the middle of the play. If I hear anything involving Josh Hart is in any type of unsportsmanlike conduct, when all he was going to do was possibly just pass the ball back over to Dylan Harper, I'm going to lose it. What do you mean it's a fucking flagrant? Ball doesn't lie. Ridiculous. Oh, swing. Harper for three. Misses the jumper. Landry Shamet with the rebound. Three-pointer. Missing. Oh, can't grab the offensive board. Has to charge back on defense. Keldon Johnson. OG Anunoby. Oh, heavy contest, but still got through the hoop with that one. Back over to a 9-point lead, the San Antonio Spurs. Hands off Mitchell Robinson. Flares off the screen. Vassell. Brunson using his body for that vintage fadeaway jumper he uses off the drop of the shoulder. Sadly, they couldn't follow through. Harper, off Luke Cornett, sets the screen. Down the jumper off the pick and pop. Okay. Brunson trying to tornado around off the glass is good for two. Oh, good. Wraps around and Dylan Harper dunks on OG Anunoby. A bit of revenge. Deuce McBride. Oh, miscommunication trying to give it to Mitchell Robinson for probably a quick handoff. Johnson misses. Goes back. Okay, defensive rebound. McBride. OG. Stuck with the help defense, and he'll get on the line after a Luke Cornett foul. Maybe if you want to be a champion, you got to pick up some Skechers. Unwarranted plug. Unwarranted plug. Oh, shit. It's on the line to push it back to a 2-point deficit. Wembanyama checking back in with Julian Champagnie. Luke Cornett's dirty ass. Still trying to get himself 2 NBA titles in the last 4 years. Trying to be the white equivalent of Zaza Pachulia. Behind the back, De'Aaron Fox kicks out. Wembanyama back to Champagny. Wembanyama trying to sauce his way over, stuck with Mitchell Robinson. Hand in the face, and still Champagny knocks it down, top of the key. Had probably his worst performance game 2 against the Knicks. Only scoring like 8 points. Shooting 33% from behind the arc. Brunson, spin out up the post. Stuck off the contest. Mitchell Robinson there on the block. And that'll be out of bounds Knicks ball. Mitchell Robinson trying to put it back. While another extensive lead in the first half for the San Antonio Spurs heading into the second quarter in under 45 seconds. Brunson bounces it. Catches Mamma Mia, and that will be a call. He'll get on the line. Will we get another equivalent of hack on Mitchell Robinson? The lowest field goal percentage. Shaq, eat your heart out. There's no shot, and I mean no shot. You get an NBA history and your equivalent of poor shooting percentage on the line. But shockingly, he's made some shots, like right now. It's good. Sets the screen off the roll. Pull-up jumper from Wembanyama. Awkward fall away from the shot. Goes nowhere for 3. Brunson matched up over with Devin Vassell. Seems to be the key matchup, but it switches off the screen off Anunoby with Julian Champagny stuck with him. Trying to make a move. Flares out to create some space down the baseline. Fading jumper goes nowhere from the lane. No good. Rebound Wembanyama over Mitchell Robinson. 3 seconds. 4 off the buzzer. Wet banana. Can't follow through. No call. We'll close it off in an 11-point game. San Antonio Spurs with their best first quarter of the series so far. With Dylan Harper with the highlight of the quarter getting a poster on OG Anunoby. Contavious Caldwell Pope trade deadline for either Trae Young, D'Angelo Russell. That's a reported for the Wizards all year. I guess he knows like he's not going to be much of a rotation piece, knowing that they're probably trade capital. Buddy Hield. He'll possibly find a new team. Jericho Sims is going to be like... Shout out if you know this content creator. His name is Thunded Grove. He does like a bunch of basketball players that either like had like a good stint in their early basketball careers. You would debate that starts off in like their high school years, or like their middle school years of how like they develop, how they grow. He goes over like their habits, their play styles, and like what got them into the situation and what held them back from even going farther up their careers. Awesome channel. Always love when I hear like certain players that could have been doing a lot better than they would have. Especially like one of my favorite videos, I think he went over like Lance Stevenson. And I think D'Angelo Russell, but I think it's a bit more of an older video. Very cool channel. If you want to get your basketball fix, you want to hear about some of these players that you probably haven't heard of before, you haven't heard in a while. Or you're going to. Wembanyama actually using the mismatch to his advantage off the roll, utilizing a lot of the roll. Touchdown passing up the post, separating over from OG Anunoby. That seems to be his bread and butter. How come they only just advertising Wembanyama with the NBA title every time they promote? Every time. And I know Brunson, I think, declined on a recent interview. It was like, yeah, they're going to try to fuck us over. They're going to try to fuck us over. And it sucks, too. It always feels like nowadays just every series sounds rigged. All it takes is, like, reviewing what you learned over from the previous games, and you'd feel, like, confident to either have your predictions or be surprised for the upset. Now it feels like everything has to be predetermined in sports. Hell, even in the NFL, it felt like it was already written in stone after you saw the Super Bowl poster. And I really hope not. And Stephon Castle swings. Spin Alvarado. Smart off the kick out. Sidestep off the dribble. Swings Alvarado from Shamit. Down the floater over Wembanyama. Let's go, Jose. Oh, kick out. 3-pointer. Oh, my God. Who is that? Carter Bryant? Your mom is beautiful, by the way. I hate to be disrespectful, but your mom is hot. Look up Carter Bryant's mom if you think I'm lying, folks. Swings, Alvarado. Still trying to find that option, but Stephon Castle stuck with him. Alvarado using some dribble move, but he'd rather kick out than go for the up and under. Wembanyama, Carter Bryant gets a block as well over Landry Shamit. Bryant trying to attack up the post. Spin. He'll swing over to Wet Banana. Sizing up the sidestep. Karl Anthony Towns has been the highlight of the finals over Jalen Brunson this series, knowing his matchup. And he's been performing well in and outside the floor. Sets the double screen. Spins out Bryant. Anunoby taking the baseline. Swings Deuce McBride. Sidestep. Deuce! Ah, come on. And a loose ball foul in the middle of the shot miss. Stephon Castle takes down Karl Anthony Towns. Not a lot of Mikal Bridges, even though he had a hot hand last game. Seeing Jordan Clarkson more in Alvarado. And Anunoby now takes a foul from the behind the line. And Stephon Castle gets 2 fouls already. Yeah, that's a foul. A hand on the hip in the middle of the shot. Why even gamble? Come on, OG. Next time will be Wednesday for Game 4, and if the Spurs win, we'll be heading over to Game 5 over on Saturday. I'll be fully available because that's a day off for me. It's good for Anunoby. Possibly won't cancel work again for this. Hey, unless I can make them compromise and let me work a bit earlier. Oh, trying to spin out the post. Landry Shamet draws a foul. Look, I understand there's a bias in the world when it comes to pretty privilege. Is it because Landry Shamet's chopped? Takes over the elbow. Yes, it is a reach. All right. I'll give you that, refs. 1 out of 27 false calls. We finally got a call right. Now Mikael Bridges checking in over for Landry Shamet. Up, down the post. Towns swings over to Alvarado. Alvarado trying to do. Oh my God! And one! Hey, yo! Jose Alvarado with a bucket. My goodness. Sidestep, Hezzy. Gets the contact. Side backstep. 8-foot wingspan and pulls up a jumper. And one, and a loose ball foul coming all the way from Julian Champagny again. Towns on the line for the extra points. Only scored 2 points, bro. You need to lock in, Carl. If we get Brunson trying to score all our points, this game is probably going to be pushed down to 15. Oh my goodness, what a blow by Stefan Castle. Scoring 11, nearly fouled out, but he's scoring efficient wise. Spin out up the post. Towns. OG stuck with Carter Bryant. Kicks out over Jordan Clarkson for 3. Hey! 3-pointer from the corner from Jordan Clarkson, Mr. Tats. But Castle left alone. Like me on prom. I'm joking, I never went. That's the screen. Towns to push the switch. Carter Bryant stuck with Alvarado. He'll swing. There's the mismatch with Karl Anthony Towns down deep up the perimeter. And Towns will muscle over De'Aaron Fox and scores the bucket. Deficit came from a 12 to 13 point lead to a 5-point deficit now. But I think Stefan Castle being the scoring leader right now for the San Antonio Spurs. Ball gets pickpocketed by Karl Anthony Towns. On the break, Alvarado nearly loses the ball. OG Anunoby left alone. 3! Let's fucking go! Spike Lee showing some love. And the love all around an 8-0 lead, an 8-0 run for the New York Knicks heading to commercial break. Mamma mia! Oh my God. I was about to completely lose it. I'm not going to lie. Now we're down over to commercial break. Social experiment that went wrong tested people to help a woman who was making signals, and one person reacted totally unexpected. Why make this a social experiment? Didn't brother get rocked? Brother just broke a pot. Ryan Garcia, he's been wild. Has he? Didn't he like party like before a fight, like days out before a fight? Guy doesn't care. That's why Tank Davis like bitched him with a gut shot. He never wanted to be that level. He just wanted the clout that came with it. I'm not gonna lie. Justin Wong looks like Shinsuke Nakamura if he chose a tech major instead of becoming an MMA fighter to a professional wrestler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Go shit, go power of friendship. Go to Villanova. Go to Villanova. Rangers together. Go to Villanova. You're the part of the Knicks. I hope you know Josh Hart. Okay, it's confirmed. Denzel Dumfries is past his medical. I guess that was the final stage to confirm his signing to Real Madrid. And now the Knicks came back from an 8-0 run to push the lead now the deficit to only 5. Knicks getting 15 while it's only been 7 for the Spurs this entire quarter. Oh my god. What? That's harassment. You can't That's our face of the league. You can't be sexually harassing him, Carl. Back up to over in the post. Towns. Wet banana. Post in the fade, trying to drop that elbow. Contested, rattle around the rim, can't follow through. Josh Hart, defensive rebound. Alvarado, stuck with Champagny. Setting a good screen, swings to Hart. Hart hesitates. Mikael Bridges stuck with Wembenyama. Back to Clarkson, to Hart to Alvarado. Wembenyama on the help defense. Leaning jumper. Oh! Carl falls on himself in the one-legged fade from the jumper. Oh, but Castle off the Euro on the contest. It's good. Alvarado hits to Towns. Hands off. Baseline. Somehow, been the shorter guards Wembenyama has been having an issue with. Offensive rebound. Oh, but oh my God. Dylan Harper. Another young player having some issues out of foul trouble. Next to Carter Bryant. Oh, there it is. Hey, off this good Euro move by Carl Anthony Towns. Cat pushes it to 2-point deficit. Champagny trying to blow by. Down the kick out. Oh, no good. Dylan Harper bricks. Come on, baby. Off the screen. Towns. Off. Oh, Clarkson, collect yourself. And he's only matched up with Luke Cornett. Off the inbound back. Oh, ball gets poked away off the attempted pass to Cat. Harper behind the back gives it over to Stefan Castle, trying to clear room to use that speed. Catches the double. Harper for three. Rattles the rim again. Towns can't collect it. It's going out of bounds. Last touch by Carl. Mock trade. Jimmy Butler goes to the Nets for fifth overall pick in a protected first you won't see until 2031. Kawhi Leonard to Terrence Mann. How old is this? Because Terrence Mann went to the Nets, and Nick Claxton, Moses Moody, Brandon Prozemski, and a 6th overall pick and 11th goes to the LA Clippers to try to help with their youth. While who's the only star that's missed out? Oh my god. Oh, come on! As soon as we get something going. And it's good. Stefan Castle still could be a key threat outside of Victor Wembanyama this series. But taking that screen coming from half court, Brunson off the double. What a finish! Just one screen from Josh Hart half court. Oh, but here comes Dylan Harper. Acrobatic take down the lane. It's good coming from the baseline. Brunson hits over to Clarkson. Tween needs to collect himself off the dribble. Off the blow by himself. Let's go! Come on. How the hell is Castle making these? Stefan Castle now complaining over to the referees of these contact calls that he's taking down the lane. Yet he's not getting favor of the whistle. But he's gotten back-to-back buckets. Josh Hart did get some contact, but he was still able to finish. I'd take that. Oh, but he fallen over in the back of his head. No one calling it. Stefan Castle's been the hero for the Spurs to keep the lead safe. Oh, God, my shoulder's going to be killing me. Oh, my God, I cannot wait for a new Hajime no Ippo. And I just saw the promotion for the Xbox Showcase. A lot of good games showed up. Especially for that Fable game. Fable's always been a staple of Xbox, but it's always been a while for them to get information when that stuff is going to be in development. Oh, the same guy who's playing Ken over in the Street Fighter movies. It was the same guy who played the Atom in Black Adam. God, my toes are killing me. And it wasn't because of runs. Oh, Anthony Edwards with those Anthony Edward cleats that come out. They look cooler than the basketball shoes. Oh, but that's my opinion. Travis Hunter, how long until he finds a legitimate position? Jesus Christ. Replaying back, oh my God. Carl Anthony Towns killing it. McBride killing it. OG Ananobi's been quite quiet. So has been Jalen Brunson. I would say for this entire series. It's been either spark plugs or Towns finally showing his potential he has as a top option on a legitimate team. Brunson taking over the half court screens because they know they're going to press Brunson hard to make sure he doesn't slow tempo and gets momentum. That's why he's been attacking the paint. And I feel like that's a smarter way. Oh, nearly a loose ball. Back over to Hart. Back over to Clarkson. Back to Ananobi. Sidestep 3-pointer. Yes. Yes. OG Ananobi with 15 in the first half. Guys, we're not even at the third yet. It's only a 2-point game. And rejected. Yet again, OG Ananobi being class on both sides of the floor. Let's go. Oh, 3-pointer by Champagny. Grazes the rim. Defensive rebound. Hart. Got to slow it down. Bridges. Back to Brunson. But Brunson. Oh, still hand in the face. Wembanyama! First lead change for the Knicks. After like a trail of 12 points. Yet again, the Spurs struggling to keep a lead. Like hard in a playoff series. I'm sorry. 3-pointer. Wembanyama. But, 3-pointer by Wemby hits. Jesus. Over Mikal Bridges. Hart. Hits over to Brunson. There's such thing as overnight pancakes, right? Like you get a batter, you set up what you want on the batter, and then you bake it. Y'all call that pancake still? Or that's just, you know what? I'll just look it up on Google. I gotta stop treating the audience like your chat GBT. Oh my goodness. And Wembanyama is still trying to collect himself. He's trying to pull that long range. Brunson's the most fearless man on earth. To like be confident enough to shoot a 3 on the face of a 7-foot plus man consistently. Jesus. OG down the shoulder, dropping it down, catching the help off the hezzy. Ball poked away by Wembanyama, man. Why are you trying to force out the jumper when you know Wemby with the behind the back? Oh, and a loose ball foul yet again. Stefan Castle not getting the favor of the whistle today by brothers, not brothers. Brother looks like Richard Jefferson though. You balled his foot. And Brunson's dad not liking that call. They've been not able to penalize any of these Spurs players. Look at this. Brunson over in the middle. Hey, yo! And then Brunson, you see how Brunson goes down? Jalen Brunson went down like whenever if y'all played Tekken on PlayStation and you get punched and you get knocked down, what's the first thing you feel? Oh, your lower back. Ah, I took a DDT by King. Let me feel my lower back. So many bald referees here. Oh, and the security's bald. Oh, yikes. And Mark Davis. The fuck you mean? Brunson wasn't even with his hands out. They're gonna call that a purposeful flop? Now I know the officiating's on BBC today. Brunson wasn't even trying to take a charge for a flop. They have to censor the crowd. They're getting bullshit chants off right now here in the Garden, folks. Now Brunson gets the call on the line. He'll make one. Ten at 12 from the line right now. And it's only a 2-point game. Ball gets poked away by Towns in the middle of the break. Oh, recovered by Hart after OG loses it. Tied up again. I haven't seen the KD8s in a long time. That shit probably not going to get prochoed. It's not really the most popular shoe in the line. Like KB7 is probably the second last shoe that will ever be prochoed. If you guys like grew up, I mean, this is like basketball sneakerhead. When it comes to like old shoes that you probably wore when you were like a Gen Z or in middle school or high school, when it was like the KDs, because you had something to hoop in, and plus, OG Anunoby blows by two-handed jam. Getting past Wembenyama, it's gonna be a 2-point game. Up the post, Wembenyama off the glass, and there's the call. There is no shot. Oh hell no. Nah. Oh my god, it's real. PJ Tucker got a tattoo of him doing the standing on business thing that he did on the playoffs when Westbrook got in that scuffle with him. The ironic thing if he ever gets traded by the Dallas Mavericks. I would say it's more odd than embarrassing. Oh, San Antonio still leads by 1, though. Oh, got to collect himself off the double. But good swing pass. Back to Brunson, catching the pump. Float it. Oh, kick out. Hard for 3. Yes! Heading to a 1-point game before the half. I still believe Josh Hart with 13 points. Bucket getter, plus he's getting the boards. Spin out up the post. Stephon Castle, oh my goodness. He was making shots early around the second. Sidestep, Brunson, could he catch a man? OG Anunoby's wide open, but he thinks the smarter option to blow away from Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Yo! Oh my God. Jalen Brunson hit back-to-back trays. The Garden's going crazy. 62-57 with 37 seconds left. San Antonio, is De'Aaron Fox going to quiet the crowd? No, he will not. Waste of $250 million. Yes, he is. I'm joking, folks. Oh, yikes. At least you're not Bradley Beal. I mean, being below average for half a decade, Bradley, and your worth of Supermax is insane. Catching the pump. Come on. Oh. And that'll be a call. Cat's on the line. The worst part of eating gray pants, wearing gray pants, you gotta eat while you have the gray pants on. Remember, folks, we came from Chris Dudley, and his only highlight when he was on the New York Knicks was getting that posterizer where Shaq put all nuts to face, and then Chris Dudley threw the ball down to Shaq right after. That's Chris Dudley's career highlights. I think the rest of y'all know the rest of the lineup. That was Larry Johnson, Charlie Ward, and Chris Dudley was just there because he had size. Other than that, he was average as a center for the Knicks because I think Patrick Ewing was injured. Allen Houston, of course, you know Allen Houston, the regular sharpshooter, and of course we got Latrell Sprewell, Coach Lover himself. All right, Towns knocks down both shots. 10 seconds. 10-1 run before we head over to the second half. Wet Banana catching off the pump fake. Spin out. Fading jumper. Well, with 2 men. And that will be a miss. Halftime. Wet Banana can't get it done during crunch time in 2 straight occasions here in the second and first quarter. Mamma mia. No one expecting this. Excuse me for a second, folks. Sorry about that restroom break. You look fly today. But let's look at the stat sheets going on right now. Heading into halftime, leading scorer is still Stephon Castle. But Wembanyama is all the way in the fifth highest scoring, only tying Jalen Brunson. But OG Anunoby has killed it on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively. He's chase downs. He's getting on the switch. The ball movement has been immaculate. It feels like we're playing like 2014. While the Spurs just feel like they're just using individual performances to get themselves the bucket. Even though it's gotten them some success, they've yet to find their identity as how they want to play basketball. And I think that's like a bigger struggle when they get such a hot start like they did, but they still held us in single digits early in the half. Then they did later when we cut the deficit, tied twice, broke the lead, and extended the lead with back-to-back jumpers from Jalen Brunson. So I'm very conflicted on how the Spurs are going to retaliate because people really want to call over that this game is going to probably push over to 7. And then when Wembanyama gets in the crunch time and it's not looking how it should. And I'm thanking God for that. Somebody thought it would be the smartest idea to try to get somebody to say F the Knicks over in the middle of New York when you get the most insane New York fans in the building. Pulling up and immediately choosing violence. There was one San Antonio Spurs fan that was caught with his jersey on getting absolutely chased down by a couple New Yorkers. I think that was more of a skit, though. I'm gonna be seeing a kid with a Don. I'm gonna be seeing a child with Don Julio if we're up 3-0 in the series. Word to Brunson, folks. Word to Brunson. Daffy Joy. You mean the actress from like Deadpool? Explosive claims that Ackerman leaked videos that went viral. Says A-list celebrity Dwayne The Rock Johnson paid her $200,000 for a secret one-night encounter, and the truth was buried forever until finally decided to speak out. I like Dwayne, but I can't keep this any longer. I know he's going to be furious, but I'm speaking out anyway. It's not 2020. It's 2020 anymore, Joy. Oh, Ricky Saints was on. Oh yeah. OG cutter from the top, Mamma Mia cover. 1, 2, 3, and Javon Evans seemed to pick up the victory. Oh no, gang! I remember college bodies. You try to eat a whole pot. Oh god, college nearly killed me, folks. You thought me relapsing back to like near 300 pounds? I'm trying to get back into the hand of trying to maintain that weight and try to shrink it. As for college, I did not care what was in my body. I just wanted to eat it. You put me with like money in a pizza place, I'm going to eat something in that pizza place. I don't care if it was even mid. I didn't want to see some salad or agave. I wanted some pizza, and that nearly destroyed my entire body. Open weight room. I'm glad that I'm kind of out of that atmosphere. Because you leave me alone by myself, I probably would have self destructed in school. We are the Men in Black. We can't have the Men in Black. The Men in Black's not going to be enough if the Knicks are up 3-0 in the series. Oh, I see that. I peeped the Derrick Rose jersey. I was thinking of getting one. I should have got it when it was marked down at like $30. Stash Hooper, I love your content, gang. We can't be having you like have a shorts that have you piss and poop yourself. That's a new low. Oh, they're still doing the streamer university thing. Uh, ah, my Neymar should be playing football barefoot. Well, at least it's a belief than a marketing tool. Heading back to another commercial break. Was going to be the game plan for the Knicks to try to maintain something and try to extend to another double-digit lead. Because honestly, from all the bad times, I just want to see some success, even if we end up falling to another finals drought again. Oh, God. Seriously, Wembenyama shoves off Brunson, not even a technical foul. That's a technical foul. No, no, no. Luke Hornet elbowing Josh Hart. That's a technical foul. No, it's not really. What? Chad Gable just taught Ethan Page and Rusev a lesson. Oh, Penta tried to protect him. Lana the Plug starts crying in an interview after she found out that Jason Love and Adam 22 did an OnlyFans collab for 20 million. She said that she was filing a divorce immediately. I'm still getting 2 million per week. from him. I really need the money. I'm going bankrupt. How the fuck do you go bankrupt after profiting that much money? You guys had a fucking boxing match. How do you even burn for that much currency? I will never understand you people. I'm sure you took way more. Sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Holy crap. But she probably has experienced a lot more to where she would profit off something like that. And you're telling me now you're still needing the money for 2 million per week, and that's still not enough to profit off what you do over on OnlyFans. You're the minority of even OnlyFans creators because not everybody's profiting like that. Broken hearts, keeping them apart. A little much, and I'm just running. It's yeah, all I got be much worse. There's so much more in store. And everything I had. We're up in Central Park, Queens, Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Oh yeah, we're gonna cut off Staten Island. What? And we have Spike Lee trotting all over courtside. Even Eli Manning, that never played for the Knicks, a New York legend in his own right, for the Giants, here to support the Knicks in a dire need to have 3 wins in the series. Now we're back. I really thought that was Dak Prescott for a second. I was about to be super surprised. Yeah, I thought that was Dak Prescott too. Tennessee, I thought you did a blockbuster trade that fleeced the Cowboys for some reason. Because how the hell would you get Dak Prescott when he was rumored to go to the Dallas Cowboys? Shador for Dak sounds like a fair trade to me, man. What the fuck you just say to me? Sorry. Oh, nearly a loose ball. I thought our boons from Brunson. Currently 64-59. Castle hits the wet banana. Straight back to Castle. Hits over to Wembenyama. The shove off Carl Anthony Towns. You can see, even though there's a size difference, weight difference. Oh, mama mia! Champagne falls harsh. He'll make the 3 to push it to a 2-point deficit. But why is he smiling that off? And that's going to count as an N1, is it? Wembenyama slings it over to Champagne. Falls poorly over in the back foot of Jalen Brunson, I'm guessing. Over the commit, and then he like lands on the back heel of Jalen Brunson. They're still reviewing if this was an intentional. Brunson does the logical. At least he wasn't front foot. He was just trying to commit over in the back foot. Happened to land right on Champagne as soon as he was landing on that shot. Well, thankfully, it looks like he's able to take the foul shots at least. Trying to spin out to Castle, back to Champagne. Two guys have to commit on defense there. Okay, all right. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Spin out to Anunoby, straight over to Brunson, back to Hart. Back to Hart. Will set the screen from Brunson. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. 2, 1. Off the float, wet banana. Offensive rebound. Brunson fading jumper. Let's go. Back to Champagne, but unattended. Carl, too late. Oh. Wins the rebound. Is going to be Mikal Bridges after OG went head-to-head with Wembanyama. And Anunoby with the two-handed jam. Mamma mia. Is that fucking Dusan Vlahovic? Oh, no, that's Marcus Sensi. I forgot they signed him. I really thought Dusan signed for Spurs. I was about to punch somebody in the face. I know Juventus didn't want to sign him, re-sign him for a new contract. They could have scored a profit for him, but then I heard how much he was about to reportedly make. He already is making like generational wealth. Gang, you're telling me that you're struggling with you don't feel like your value is being met at $400K a week? All due respect to Dusan Vlahovic, but I don't think you're going to be getting that paycheck anytime soon, gang. But I think it won't take time until you get a new deal. Oh, what, Manchester United wants him? When they already got Sesko? No, that ain't happening. Oh, Brunson, sidestep, gets through two defenders. Oh, Castle recovers off the loose ball on the break. Oh, and it's going to be a foul off transit, off the reach. Well, Devin Vassell on the line. He'll get one. And he'll knock his second one down, pushing it to a 1-point game. Ow. Sidestep off the post fade. It's good. Oh, man down off the loose ball. And another shove off by Wembanyama. Technical foul. Oh, finally. Look at him. Heavy reach. Then he's trying to cut, then put him down immediately after OG was trying to cut. Wembanyama can't keep his emotions in check. Wet banana. Sorry. Down the lane. Brunson catching the pump fake. Good. Mikal Bridges swings hard for three. Graces the rim. De'Aaron Fox. Light offensively today. That'll be a block. What are you talking about? 68 to 6. 1 point lead by 68 to another number I can't say. Wembanyama straight over from Vassell. 3-pointer by De'Aaron Fox. The San Antonio Spurs fans, I'm not trying to point the blame so I can instigate, but I'm just trying to tell you. Get Kawhi Leonard back. And one! Looking at the hand. Do you believe in magic? Possibly not. I'm not going to lie. Brunson has literally mastered using his body off balance to create a bucket for himself, and that's been such an example for majority of the season. It's good. Especially in a one-win scenario, in a one-cent scenario. These two matched up in the NBA Cup. Brunson with 20 points, outscoring his past two performances this series. And that's going to be a 2-pointer from Victor Wembanyama to push that on to a 2-point game. 1,500 day. If you get anything, you can get a $1,500 gift card. Oh, I wish. What I would do with $1,500 for Amazon. I wish that's how it works. That's the way to be. Gotta take it slow. Oh yeah, I was planning to get Bear Bells protein bars. Oh, floater! Come on, Brunson, you're used to those. Dylan Harper on the break. Nice 3-pointer by Devin Vassell. Hard on the middle of transition, needing to slow down. A bit desperate to try to kick out like that. And the San Antonio Spurs finally get the lead change since the second quarter. Now the only issue with Bear Bell, they're overpriced sometimes when it comes to trying to haul in some bars. And it sucks too, because I like the chocolate bars. I like the Bear Bell bars. Oh yes, and we get the lead back by 1. Keldon Johnson. That I feel like Minnesota could trade for and actually make into a key defensive piece. Because I feel like they're still missing a lot after getting rid of Jared Vanderbilt off that trade for Rudy Gobert. In my opinion. I don't know if Chicago as well is going to be overly ambitious after firing so many guys in their front office. Gotta take it slow. And it's good. Oh, Johnson will miss the second. down by 1-7, heading into the fourth and final quarter in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Just watch your back foot, Jalen. Watch your back foot, Jalen. I'm not trying to get a turnover, Jalen. They're always going to press you half court, Jalen. Hard for three. No way. Josh Hart thinking like he's back in LA. 3-pointer. He used to be more of a catch and shoot guy back over in the early parts of his career. Until like later, I think around Portland, he got to do more as a player. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Jesus. You British fuck. I'm joking. Mistakes happen, guys. No need to bring up his lineage whenever somebody makes a small little mistake. Small, word to Brunson, gang. That ain't small. That ain't small. Word to Brunson. I will kill you. Fuck. God forbid it's bad to be forgiving. Item. Can't believe it's not chicken. I mean, technically, it is. We're still over the commercial break. Former cruiserweight champion, X Division champion, but they're using the modern belt. I hate when they spoil it like this. That's Mustafa Ali. We know this is Mustafa Ali. Oh no, Cedric Alexander. My apologies. Worst player here. It's De'Aaron Fox. Sadly, it's been De'Aaron Fox. What about overall? The fuck? Why are we counting this when we're seeing performance right now? You want to discredit something that's so important as an NBA championship? You're Yeah, I was about to say Josh Hart. I think is the worst player. Handing out Knicks hat housings before. Oh wow. So Danhausen just invading over New York, getting hat housings out, and it's just Knicks, New York Knicks hats, and everybody's doing the "You Are Cursed" thing. That's how over Danhausen is. Kudos to Danhausen getting the New York crowd to actually accept him and having so much fun and pulling so much merchandise out. Do it for Quincy AC, New York. Do it for Quincy AC. The alley oop wet banana and he'll put it back, rattles around the rim, but the putback wasn't coming from the 7'4" Frenchman. Back to a 2-point deficit with 6 minutes left here in the third. Brunson taking it up half court. Ayo. I swear Devin Vassell like full hand like Stephon Castle. Handoff off Brunson. Oh no good. That was coming from Mitchell Robinson, the handoff. I apologize. Harper swings over to Wet Banana for a dime off a fake jumper, and it's good from Keldon Johnson to tie back the game. 74 apiece. 76. Speaking of 76 reasons why the Sixers aren't in the finals. Brunson sizing up over on Castle. Catching the double. Hit over to Hart. Backstep fading jumper. Hey! Can't follow through with it. Pull up jumper. In the face of Mitchell Robinson. What a shot from Wembanyama. Finally, Spurs get a three-pointer. Brunson trying to battle back with a transition three of his own. OG Anunoby trying to blow by Keldon. Step back jumper while we chucking shots. Mitchell Robinson with an offensive rebound. High pass over from Brunson. Steps it out, trying to attack over the rim, collect contact. But the putback straight from Mitch Rob. I wish Deuce McBride had some shots up right real quick, though. The only way LA Knight is getting over, if he's Samoan, has a never give up personality, goes blonde, because that goes for both genders too. Brock Lesnar like physique, and I don't know, CM Punk's charisma, CM Punk's clout. Dylan Harper off the reach coming from Jalen Brunson. Catching the foul, 79. Is that DJ Khaled just crouching? Brunson off 26 minutes with 20 points and already in foul trouble before we head over to the fourth. Oh, but these drizzleicious rice cake, mini rice cakes are pretty cool. And only 90 calories for 21 servings. With chia, flax, so a lot of healthy shit. And I've held this for like a couple days. Yeah, I do not eat much of it. It's great, and it's affordable. It's like $3.40 something for these. Taking it up the post. Spin out. Good to see Alvarado back with Landry Shamet. Brother is trying to shove off Landry Shamet on the call, and you see Devin Vassell trying to aggravate. Seems to be the guy he got beef with the most, and you see off the shove off. And, that's an elbow by Devin Vassell. Mitchell Robinson is rotating out. Let's go, baby. Good work, Mitch. What's going to be the rotation changeover with Karl Anthony Towns? A bit more guard play. Practically like practically three shooting guards. Collects himself. Clarkson off the dribble. Taking it down the float. Rattles around the rim. He got Jordan Clarkson with his own putback. 1 point game. Knicks are behind. Clarkson gets the switch on the screen. Vassell stuck with Anunoby. Smart choice giving it to De'Aaron. Fox, but open. Keldon Johnson trying to take it to the rim. You see Mike Brown trying to talk over for the officiating for Landry Shamet that now gets called for a foul after trying to stop Keldon Johnson. Stanley Cup. I actually saw Game 3 for the Stanley Cup final between the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights. It was a drama. It was such a drama. I think it was like the Vegas Golden Knights, one own goal coming from Hurricane, and then it ends with an own goal at overtime after like 1v1s, damn near like 7 saves a game. It was a mini heart attack. This is probably whatever's happening over in the Carolina Hurricanes and Vegas Golden Knights series. That's just going to probably push to 7. In my opinion, I feel like the Golden Knights are a better team than I saw so far. But this can go either way, guys. There's a lot more unpredictability in hockey. Oh, Keldon Johnson tugging over on the jersey. Oh, a bit of chaos over in the middle of paint. Dylan Harper puts it out for 2. Be a 3-point game for the San Antonio Spurs to finally push for the lead. Swings. Oh, good pump fake. Take the contact. There's no Wemby on the floor, Cat. Oh, no Cornets though. Trying to catch the double. Good defense by Towns. Alvarado, head full of steam, down the up and under. Oh, why are we trying to gamble on 2s? Jose, come on. I know you feel like you could have drew and get the N1, but come on. Fading jumper off the 2, high arc baseline. Luke Cornett with the offensive rebound. Collapses on the ground after trying to recover. So I might make some overnight yogurt, go for cardio, and have some oats ready for lunch or something. Remember, I made some type of loaded burrito for breakfast, and that got me through most of the day. I'm gonna stick with it. Do it for Jeremy Lin. Do it for Lin Sanity. Do it for my man Jarrett Jack, man. Who's the worst player here? Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown, or Brunson. Anthony Edwards. He hasn't made a finals yet. In 1999, his father only had 1 minute of NBA basketball played, while Jalen Brunson has had 75 minutes in the finals played. God damn, only 1 minute? Dang, Jesus. And this is just the NBA finals, not his season. Jay Uso ran it back on his entrance for the first time in a while. And Night of Champions, the King of the Ring final will be Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. While we know it's going to be Dominic. We know it's going to be Dominic. And more, and it's going to be Liv Morgan. Why is the champion, the women's world champion? It's not even like, oh, the women's Intercontinental champions in the Queen of the Ring. Why is the women's world champion in the Queen of the Ring? It makes zero sense here. And I understand you want to instill drama to try to initiate the storyline between her and Raquel because they teased Raquel trying to push away from uh from Judgment Day 2 game, but no one gives a fuck, bro. Why did you have to? This is how you want to book her like a mid card women's champion? Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, I remember American Alpha with Kurt Angle's son and Chad Gable. Second unit predominantly. Hopefully, in the second half, we get to see more of the starting unit try to close out, get the series lead. Towns off the pump fake, catching Cornette off the step back. Here comes Alvarado taking it down the lane. He'll swing over to Landry Shaman for three. There it is, pushing it to a 2-point game. Oh, three. Oh, God, Champagne comes back with a three of his own. Motioning around, you see them pressing. Clarkson off the float, rattles around the rim. Good putback by Towns. Let's go. Oh, 3-pointer. Oh, can't bounce. Can't get a lucky bounce through the hoop. Shaman slowing down the tempo. 1 minute left. Towns getting the double team, obviously. Towns getting the double with 5 seconds. Back to Clarkson. They're still with pressure. Clarkson! Hey, Jordan Clarkson puts up a trail like his prime self back in 2018. I'm joking. I don't think anybody's going to remember that time he was on the Cavs. Unless you know ball like that. Shout out if you remember Jordan Clarkson on the Cavaliers. That one game he outperformed like Kevin Love. Del Harper with 13, shooting 5-12, but he's very poor from behind the arc. Oh, there it is. Back and forth as this has been here in the third, where it's a 1-point lead now for the San Antonio Spurs. A closeout heading into the fourth quarter. But the final shot will go to San Antonio with 5, 4, 3, no good. Can't get the putback either. We'll get the buzzer, and we'll end the third with a possible winnable situation here for the San Antonio Spurs. Don't forget, we're this close to the World Cup, guys. 2 more days until we get our first schedule of games. Clanker. Just for rude customers to get poor customer service because they're poor. Oh yeah, I'm still compensate. I'm trying to still get my earnings back after the ATM scam thing. Jesus Christ, you guys be paying like a Knicks front court ticket for this. Get Cardi B's female Bill Cosby ass away from the Knicks, man. An edge? Don't talk to me about an edge. Oh yeah, does Ricky Saints still not fuck with Edge after going shoot promo for him, mocking his promo style? OG Anunoby guarantees the all-time NBA Finals performance. Yeah, the baddies. I have to confirm that I can perform in front of the baddies. It's been a big back and forth. Not to that equivalent. All right, let's go, guys. Wembanyama still can't get a lot of consistent lobs. Josh Hart keeping it straight to the point, knowing what the Knicks got to do to get this series lead to continue. I do not want to lose at home. I really don't. Oh, three-pointer. Kel Bridges gets a call. Back over. Castle and an alley oop straight over to Wembanyama. All right, come on. Not a lot of Mikal Bridges. It'll still be Knicks possession though after the ball gets tossed out. There's that pick and roll Wembanyama was trying to exploit consistently all series. Oh my goodness. Clarkson doesn't get the call. Trying to pull an SGA. Oh, gets rejected. Clarkson gets called. Jesus, Jordan. I'll possibly stream Saturday because Wednesday I can't. I'm not trying to risk another day off work like that, folks. But hopefully we can get the series win, and we'll probably do a shutout. Oh, how did Shaman go down? Yo, Clarkson, that's a brick, a takeaway. Oh my goodness, yo, kick off Jordan, please. Alvarado, how come he can't land on the president? That would be incredibly funny. And I guess one of the guys from the Master Chef is here, Chef Joe. Nobody messes off the inbound. Hart to Wembanyama. Matchup with Towns. Wembanyama pour off the contestant. Landry Shaman did not touch. I swear he didn't. Oh, good defense from Towns. But, oh, De'Aaron Fox, offensive rebound by Castle. Triple team on defense. Great work by the team. No foul call at all. Oh, jab step. Mikal. I didn't see much of him this game. Landry he does not get a call. What the fuck? On Alvarado. Trying to be a threat over for Wembanyama and ended up still in a scoreless possession. Oh, but Chambit for three. Over Wet Banana. Offensive board nearly by Josh Hart. But did Fox lose the ball nearly? Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama will take the mismatch. Takes a poor landing, and Landry Shamet, did he even commit anything? Now Brunson checking back in with Robinson. Oh, what is popping? Oh, John, I apologize.
Yo, I was on TRL, and then his show ended, and then I saw you were live, so I said, let me finish watching the game over here.
Well, currently we're trailing, but it looks like the Spurs not trying to score over the past minute and a half.
That
Bridges,
that eight
come on.
that Apex Jack was like off his rocker. He was saying a lot of weird, uncomfortable things. Troll.
Oh boy, something political or worse?
Nah, he was like just saying very unmasculine things. That's the best way to just.
Well, some stuff is more tolerable nowadays, John, than it was back in the day. So. There it is. Good putback by Mitchell Robinson.
Nah.
You don't know what you'll get.
Remember, I'm old. Like I was telling, I'm a grandpa. There are things that we do not to take kindly.
Don't child of mine as being a fucking Cowboys fan in my house.
Damn.
What are you talking about, ref? What are we doing? I love Mike Brown's reaction, where it's like, "Bitch, no, you didn't." Mitchell Robinson didn't even touch Wembanyama. Where the fuck are you getting these calls from? Y'all want them to stay in the series, don't you?
Damn.
There was no way that's a foul. Wembanyama was tangled with Mitchell Robinson, yes, but they called that on Mitchell Robinson instead of Mikal Bridges. That gotta be some bull. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had better calls. On Twitter, someone said, "Do this for Roman Felton, a former Knick." Yikes. I remember when he was fat, but he was the backup point guard for like so long for the Thunder as well. Hey, that's consistency though, man. The worst looking NBA better is still better than a bunch of young regular hoopers. This is some bullshit. Oh, Brunson takes the float. Oh, he'll kick out to Hart for three. Off, and there's the defensive rebound by Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama pulls it. Where in the fuck does Mitchell Robinson get that call from? How did you even dive headfirst to Wembanyama? And look at these bastards. Every time they get a call, it looks like you're just deliberately laughing at our face. Is our little Pookie Wembanyama alive? Look, so Mitchell Robinson's there to contend. And then it looks like a shove-off from Keldon Johnson. Straight into Mitchell Robinson because he can't control himself midair. Where in the fuck in any world is that called for an and one? Oh my god. I need my aspirin. Holy shit. I need drugs. Folks, I need drugs. What's going on, Apex?
Oh no, he's back. Well, I saw him earlier.
I've never lost my cool like that in a minute. Shit, it fits this game too. Never mind.
What? We have a Twitch user?
Let's call. Well, John, I feel like we know hair is part of the body, right?
Yep.
So he disrupted his hair follicles. So that means
that's funny. How dare you mess up his follicles?
if you're messing up a man's Rogaine. I think like you should get a fair call. We understand?
Yep. I got some good ish from my homie DST. Nah, I'm joking, cuz. There he goes. There he goes again.
You already deleted it. What the hell? Oh wait, no. Oh well, I hope it helps with aggravation, headaches, nausea.
He was saying earlier to YTC that YTC does the snort the stuff. Oh man,
You said stork or dork?
like snort a
Oh,
thing.
snort stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't want to say because YouTube will get
San
very.
Antonio Spurs, but they're a football team instead of a basketball team. John Jay, does this make more sense
Oh, they're showing the
to what we're
replay.
dealing with today?
They're showing the replay of the foul.
Because look at number 3.
Dude, that Wembin, whatever, is skinny like
Wet banana.
he's like a toothpick.
He's getting babied. Majority of the time, he's just used for alley oop plays and then three pointers anywhere in transition. Why? I'm not gonna lie, John. It's been a while since I thought of sinking in a bath of ice after the gym.
Wembley is built
No,
like
an
RJ. Damn, so RJ is a toothpick. Damn, I cannot wait to.
Well, I don't know if RJ's 7 foot.
I can't wait to ask him the next time because I know like I think he said if the Knicks win, he's gonna do like a live stream, and I'll ask him over there.
Isn't he not a Knicks fan anymore? Or it's just that he's not a Giants fan.
The football, the Giants.
Okay. Oh, Eli Manning is here, courtside.
Oh, speaking of the World Cup, please U.S. choke in the group stage. Please don't go to the round at 32 and win, and then stall at the round of 16 like we've always done.
But it will be Mexico playing off against South Africa. South Africa, the previous hosts. Well, not previous, but a long time ago, they were hosts like back in 2010. Hey, waka waka hey hey.
I was listening to that like the country music song that they made for the World Cup, and I'm like, it doesn't have World Cup vibes. It has more like a Super Bowl vibe, and so I'm like, why did they not switch and put those country dudes to do the halftime show because that makes more sense, and then put the Bad Bunny as the World Cup guy. But no,
I'd rather have Bad Bunny. Hell, John Jay, you know how much of a downgrade we came from? Like, give me Prince for. I think that was my first Super Bowl I ever watched. But like, what was that? It was like Pittsburgh versus Carolina, and I think they had Prince perform in the halftime show.
yeah, he passed away some years back.
Yeah, it was like 10, 11 years ago. He passed away. He got an album dropped.
Well, not everyone was happy with the halftime show because apparently Kid Rock, who I did not know, still made music.
Oh yeah, his little outside performance.
And he's like, we had 22 million people who saw our halftime show. See, we won. Yeah, wonderful. Over 100 million people saw that halftime show. So I'm sorry, 100+ million versus 22.
Detroit till I die, motherfucker.
Oh man.
I still remember his little way he starts it off.
Let's see. I've never liked Kid Rock. I'm not saying his music is good or bad. Just not a fan. Like just because I'm not a fan.
He seems like a douchebag, but I messed with some of the songs.
What was I gonna say? I don't like Bad Bunny, not because it's not my
Er,
thing.
er, er. I hate every time I feel like I'm hearing that in almost every song with Bad Bunny.
Plus, I thought he was a wrestler because like the first time I ever saw him, he was on WWE, and then
he did wrestle,
and then he fought in Puerto Rico because they had a pay-per-view over there. And then someone told me, no, he's an artist. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. And then he won that stupid title, the 24/7 champion.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be like you probably heard of the Hardcore Championship before. That's what they were ripping off. That only lasted like 3-4 years.
Apparently, they have a championship that it's defended only on Twitter for like less than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, championship. They were trying to make their own championship based on fast-paced wrestlers.
Damn, WWE. So like, we need to have 100 titles.
Oh no, we have a women's intercontinental and women's U.S. championship, a women's tag, 2 women's world titles, 2 tag titles, 2 mid-card championships, and yeah, thank you. That is deliberate footage of Keldon Johnson pushing Mitchell Robinson when he was in midair. Can we get some justice for once, or we'll show John Jay's ref cam? Why is that pointed on the floor? Did he leave it at home?
Remember the refs can be bought off. Just look at the Dodgers.
Allegedly,
oh, no,
allegedly, John.
Oh, hell no.
Allegedly.
David.
Oh no, we'll let them have us. De'Aaron Fox with us, ladies and gentlemen. All due respect, De'Aaron Fox sucks this series. Oh my god. His best performance, we literally nearly shut them out by double digits. Like if we look at what was De'Aaron Fox doing after like he had like a 20-point game. What's popping, Crazy Juice? How you doing today? Yeah, Bad Bunny's okay, but obviously not my demographic. I can't speak the language, so his lyrics I can't always get.
I will say this.
De'Aaron Fox.
I will say this. The song that he sung in the first one is basically like, I have girlfriends. I have lots of girlfriends.
You see the poetic meaning in that.
But if he sung it in English, he would be canceled. Get it? I'm such a dick.
Oh please! You've heard of Chris Brown before. That's nearly the same music.
Remember, you have to understand. You can't be misogynistic. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop.
It's not you, it's me. I can dance like not Michael Jackson. I beat up Rihanna. Okay, Chris, we're done.
Oh man, I remember when I was in college, I was having a conversation with a random dude, and then Chris Brown's name just popped out of the blue, and this random dude, are you guys talking about Chris Brown? Sort of. He could go to hell and burn, and I was like, damn. I know what he did was wrong, but like, God, that's like, sheesh. And plus, we weren't saying anything positive about him. We were just like explaining like men shouldn't do that.
If Chris Brown was in your fantasy team, John Jay, I think you'd change your opinion. I'm joking. That's not.
No.
If he was Brandon Ayuk, John Jay, you'd agree with this guy.
Brandon Ayuk.
Oh my god, my little Pookie Wembenyama goes down again. Oh my god, Mr. Silver.
What's I gonna say? I saw that picture of Brandon Ayuk. I'm like, dude, you have CTE. What is wrong with you?
I'm talking about the one with when he wore the
where he pulled his pants down.
Oh yeah. He went in full Antonio Brown.
Cut him, 49ers. Like, do you really think that an NFL team with the antics he's doing right now is going to give us anything? Just cut him. And I defended him, as long as I could. And then after a while, I'm like, all right, if he doesn't want to be here, just let him go. And then John Lynch was like, well, in the draft, a team will be so desperate for a wide receiver that they'll give us their first round pick.
It's like I think a lot of Niners fans are just so romanticized of the 2023 season that they forgot that he's laid an egg for the past couple seasons. I think that's the only reason we're still pushed over in nostalgia of past success, even though it wasn't success. I mean, unless you beat the Dallas Cowboys. Brunson, come on, OG. Ah, yes, good fadeaway jumper. And it's not like we beat the Cowboys because it's a big moment for us. We're just saying it because I love seeing Cowboys fans get upset. It's that easy. Hell, I think for that Call of Duty game that's coming out next year, because the last Call of Duty game flopped hard critically wise. Uh, we're gonna be battling North Korea. Who's gonna say no to that? Deuce! No! Miles McBride with a brick. Euro. Mamma mia, no call. Pull up jumper off transition. Why are we chucking shots? And
I still
there it is for Brunson off the putback.
I still consider what's his name? What's his name?
They still got big old women up in San Antonio. Shout out to Charles Barkley for that line. I believe him. He was possibly chubby chasing back in the 90s, John.
Mm-hmm.
He went straight for David Robinson's recommendations.
Oh, there. Now I remember his name. Moro Ronaldo. I still consider that guy the voice of boxing because I used to watch a lot of. I used to watch a lot of Showtime boxing, and then when he went to WWE, I was like, "What? I thought you were the voice of boxing." But then I learned that before he used to do like a Canadian wrestling promotion.
Oh yeah, yeah. He still does cameos a few times for like I think it's called Maple Leaf Wrestling or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. It's sad. It was sad when I heard that he left around like I think it was 2018 or like 2019. He left. God damn. And he's a very a very talented commentator because he always showed that emotion that like lacks in the current like WWE television. That's why it's so hard for me to watch a show because it never feels like they give like raw emotion what happens in the ring, unless it looks like they're getting paid. Like no one's that excited to see Pat McAfee except Michael Cole. Don't think like children are going to step on their feet feeling like they saw a staple on television. I beg your pardon. What happened? Mike Brown is losing his shit.
This is gonna be a tough series. This game is good.
It is a tough series to watch when you see the officiating, John. Because Jalen Brunson would get shot in the middle of the arena. You're telling me that's not a call?
Wow. It's
I'm just pointing the facts. They want to think y'all want 90s basketball. We get 90s basketball.
remember
OG Ananobi, no good. Offensive rebound by Josh Hart. Landry Shaman for three. Bang! Oh, come on, grab the second. Oh no!
Remember, the NBA doesn't make their money if it's a sweep, so they have to have at least 5.
Oh, they tolerated when Golden State was sweeping the Cavs back to back. Gentlemen sweep counts. But it was LeBron James, so it was okay. God damn, Wembanyama, I swear, did he get tickled in a special place? Which part they touched Wemby foul? John, do you have the teddy bear? Get the teddy
I'm
bear.
not going to answer the
Get the
question.
tall teddy bear.
Oh man.
Oh my god. I have never seen a sensitive alien before. I'm not being racist. That's the advertisement they call Wembenyama. They call him the alien.
Spongy was on for like 5 minutes on TRL. He's like, get ready to go to Cancun, YTC. He's mad because his team is ass.
I know Spongy's team is so used to Cancun already.
So
I understand.
Are they still trusting the process?
It sucks too because they got very talented players on that Sixers team. I still like Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre. They do have talent.
Mm-hmm.
Float it. Can't get over Wembenyama, Jalen. Come on. I'd like to see the Sixers try to push a conference finals because it feels like they keep getting closer. But they're gonna die knowing they gotta like eat that contract with Paul George for another season or two before they think they can still keep him at like he'll be pushing 40. So that's such a gamble to push such a max contract. Paul George is the Kirk Cousins of the NBA, and I will stick with that. He's so good he can get you regular season success, but not good enough where he's MVP caliber, and not good enough that he can get you to a title run. But he'll get you sub to above 500, and he will not play about his bread, or else he'll complain about you on your podcast. Kirk Cousins doesn't have a podcast, right? Please say Kirk Cousins doesn't have a podcast. I actually like Kirk Cousins as a person. That man looks too much of a family man to care about what social media thinks about him. We still ain't getting Max Crosby. After that whole, I don't know what type of political sweep they pulled to veto that entire trade with Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That is so interesting that it did not go through.
Like, apparently, I don't want to. I was telling you the guys earlier on the other stream that there was a stream where 49er fans were arguing and taking shots at each other because one person had an opinion, another person disagreed with the opinion, and that's the reason why Crazy Juice has that joke that we are a toxic empire, like, and
toxic,
and the reality is, and nobody wants to hear this because it makes them feel, it hurts their feelings for some reason. The Niners are going to do whatever the hell they want to do. And if they believe that we're going to start stacking players from the draft to save money, because in the past we tried to go all in, it didn't work.
And we do have an aging all-pro core.
And I said this. Deebo Samuel is gone, but he's 30. Brandon Ayuk is 27, I think. George Kittle says he wants to be ready week 1.
No, Brandon Ayuk is 28.
Okay, so but the defense is getting older. Nick Bosa, I don't know if he'll be 100% back because he suffered a serious ACL injury, and that's his second major injury as an 49ers player. But in college, he suffered his junior year and when he was in high school. So, like, he's torn his ACL so many times already on both legs. So our window is closed. Like, we had our run. That was, but now we have to do things this way.
But that was my GOAT. My GOAT was Brock Purdy.
So now Purdy's going to be there for at least another decade. And our receiving core is going to change.
Wembenyama with a rejection on Landry Shamet. Jesus Christ. But I get the notion. It's a decent philosophy to build a homegrown talent around the draft to see if they can fit over to the system. But I'm sick and tired of sometimes the Niners fans get a bit too objectifying what how they feel like their prospects should be, look like, and play like. Like you're not gonna get a fucking Justin Jefferson every draft. You're not gonna get a physical marble that knows how to read over West Coast offense and that can actually athletically impact the team. Like that's not how it happens. I hate how fans talk football sometimes because that's not how scouting works. That's not how athletes work in certain positions. All because he looks like Jared, all because he looks like Amon St. Brown doesn't mean he'll play like him.
Mm-hmm. You know, and on the Wednesday shows, like our good friend Kenny, who has very strong opinions, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but when he says that last year's draft class and this year's draft class are bust because they weren't supposed to be drafted where the Niners are, and he says that those are not the players he would pick, I always try to remind him, we never draft for this year. These players are stockpiles that we're gonna basically put on the bench, and the veterans or the players who have been there for a year, and the Niners they go by seniority or if you earn it the hard way. That's always how they've done it. That's the reason why when we drafted Trey Lance, he wasn't gonna play because Jimmy was still under contract, and like Kyle said, hey, when he's healthy, we win. And then Trey Lance comes in, he plays, he shows that there is potential, but at the same time, Kyle Shanahan made a horrible decision over picking a player who needed one more year of college. And then we drafted Brock Purdy, who was supposed to be like Nate Sudfeld, like to have another quarterback. And then he found out, oh, he's better than Trey Lance. And so sometimes Kyle has made a lot of dumb decisions. And so that's how the Niners do it. Trey Lance was never supposed to play in his first 2 seasons, but because Jimmy Garoppolo was injury prone, and then we failed a kid who I knew was raw, but he fit Kyle's system. Oh no, we're not supposed to draft Kyle's system. We need to draft best available. Yeah, and
What?
in the old,
That's not how you build a football. I never liked that way. And by the way, now I'm not attacking Kenny. I'm just attacking the argument. That's just how it works.
and so there was a time.
It's not the NBA.
There was a time where coaches would draft best available, but that was a different NFL where you took the best.
That's the Arizona Cardinals. That's the Arizona Cardinals.
But then now the way the coaches, because like when you look at the coaches, like the coaches are the guys who have been coaching in the 2010s as position coaches and coordinators. Now they're the coaches, and they have learned the analytics of sports, and just like everything. I hate analytics, but Kyle Shanahan,
Come on.
Oh,
come on, Cat. Finish.
Anyway, I'm sorry to like just keep talking, but here's my simple point. This is what we're going to do, like it or not. And you can bitch and moan. Yeah, and I'm using like harsh words. Apologies for your viewers and you. Bitch and moan all you want. It's never going to change. So find another team. And don't say stupid stuff that, the only reason why is because we care more about soccer. That's a different argument for a different YouTube channel. So, because apparently, we care all about soccer. Well, our team leads is in the Premier League, and every year they get a lot of money from the TV contract. So the Niners are making money, even though that we don't focus on that team. And Rangers are technically a global brand because they're one of a powerhouse in European domestic football. So that argument, like, we're losing money with these soccer teams, you don't know.
If that's the case, then how much money do you think the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars loses money with Fulham? You know the economic climate of like the Premier League, like these clubs are getting hundreds of millions of dollars just existing
And that's why
in the
and that's
Premier
why the
League.
Jaguars
Every
can be so horrible and are able to play, because a lot of people need to understand why they play.
and the con and the con company, John. You know how much the con company has to afford a soccer team and a wrestling promotion at the same time?
A lot.
Don't be pocket checking, and you guys don't know your research on certain player prospects. That's always a dumb logic
You
pull.
know,
If that's the case, Woody Johnson would have caught New Jersey and New York in economic, distress for the past 27
Mhm.
years.
Plus Jacksonville has 2 bowl games, which in today's college football isn't what it was, but that stadium is still used. And if you want to go with the economics, the reality is that Fulham makes him the money, and even while he invested on the wrestling, fans are pumping up money, and they're being reimbursed back, because a lot of people don't know this, why that company is still afloat, because money's still being put into the company and being returned. And so that's why they're able to go and play games in Europe or in the UK, because they still have the financial. And he even said, we're building a new stadium. So if you're building a new stadium in Jacksonville, it means you're not going to England, because if you're building a stadium and then you're leaving, that's the most dumbest investment. But again, people don't want to hear this because they want to be right. I will say the only thing that they actually are 100% true is that we're going to have an 18th game, even though I am against it. And
And we're here for and it's not just an oversaturation. That's such a health risk for the players.
and so the next union contract, because a lot of people think, why is the 18th game? Because number one, the union contract is still there, and under the union contract, it's 17 games. When the new union talks their new contract, the NFL's like, okay, we need to raise money for the practice squad players. We may have to add more practice squad players, and then we may have to move the roster to maybe like 56 active players. And then
Brunson, let's go. I'm sorry, John. 2-point game with 30 something seconds
nice.
left. Let's see if the Knicks can try to clutch it out. It's only 108 to 111.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was talking about so what they're gonna do is they probably, for like,
Oh hell no.
because I had a person called Steve White who works at the NFL Network. I let's just say I had good connections when I was doing the podcast, and he said that a practice squad player is making about $78,000, and so what they will have to do is raise the practice squad players into the 100K, and instead of, I think, like, you're able to have 10 players, I think they will have to increase that to 15 players, and then go to the roster to 56 players. So now you have 4 extra players. Last but not least, the special teams players and like the third and fourth strings will have to be paid $1 million, even if you're a trash player, because then they're compensated, because the stars are already making like tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, what can her giving a so if it's just gonna be just additional compensation, but they still gotta like show up to work a lot more often.
Well, that's what they did, in 2021 when they finalized the new union contract. They raised the league minimum from 300,000 to $375,000, which is nothing. because if these players are going to be putting their bodies on the line, they do need extra compensation. I do think that the league will be forced to put these players on medical insurance, which is probably going to be like a no-brainer, or they'll keep 17 games and then they'll add 2 buys, and so you technically have your 19 weeks of football, but now that's
Yes.
probably another option. But at the end of the day, 18 games I think is too much, and I don't know what the union will finally have to realize.
I feel like 16 games is enough, or 17. I'm not trying to extend this to 20. I understand we all love football. We all know what like the toll if y'all ever played full contact before. That shit will last. Some guys would be mentally out of it at like week 10. God forbid. You already see the results of what football gives people. Look at Antonio Brown. I'm not even saying that to be a joke. These guys take hits for a living. They condition themselves to take hits for a living. And they have to deal with trying to take down somebody that's plus 250 pounds. That it's heavy. And try to memorize a bunch of plays that they probably will remember until each moment. Like, it's a lot of requirements to be an NFL talent. So the compensation is necessary, especially if we're going to push the toll of these players. And Taylor Swift. Shout out to Taylor Swift. The Knicks need to foul and get a quick possession if they're trying to extend this to possible overtime.
It's a great game. There was no giant leads. Yep. Like I said,
7 seconds.
like broadcast television. And this is the only way they make money. Things like this.
That seems to be the only way. Especially with the way sports is going now. God forbid they move to Netflix and when you have to do ads, they have to lock your screens to make sure you don't watch the real shows they want you to watch. So they want you to go for the ad-free subscription. So that's a nice way of saying we unsubtly want to give inflated prices for the bare minimum. Oh, and there'll still be ads. What? There'll still be ads. What would be the point of the ad-free? $35 a month. For what? Because we feel like it's necessary. I'm not trying to convince you anymore, man. I really hate my audience. Fuck. Don't worry, John. We'll do a multi-billion-dollar deal so you can watch a down on TikTok for $20.99. Each down on football. Brought to you by Pat McAfee. Trail by 4 with 6.8 seconds. So we need like a shot and one.
Chris Richards from the U.S. team is finally participating in team activities.
Oh, he was hurt?
Yeah, he suffered a severe injury, but for whatever the reason, we have to bring him in. I'll be really pissed off if he rarely plays.
I'm just shocked Giovanni Reyna still gets an opportunity to play when this guy's laid an egg for the past couple of years. He hasn't been really that much of a vocal point at any club, and yet he gets called up.
Well, again, the U.S. Federation is politics, and like Diego Luna.
I know his last name's important.
Like Diego Luna busted his butt. He was called under Pochettino for 18 matches. And then, for whatever the reason, he leaves him out. And so now I'm not saying he's world class because he's in the MLS, and I have my opinions about the MLS, but people need to stop saying dumb things about Major League Soccer because of the World Cup. There's a YouTube channel that's called 343. The guy's so condescending. Like, he's like, I'm happy that owners in MLS make their money. And so the owners in MLS only care about marketing and their money, and they just put garbage.
Mikal Bridges, sends a prayer. No, recover. Was it last touched by Stefan Castle? Mikal just shot that shit like he was doing at half court.
Yeah. So, like I said, MLS, until like they rip off the salary cap, reform roster structures so you can still sign quality players.
Oh no.
And again, Diego Luna, like you don't have to be world class. You just have to perform well in the World Cup. Now it sucks, but these players who are there, they were there in the last World Cup cycle. They were there before Pochettino. And, I understand that these players have seniority, but Tyler Adams isn't 100% fit. Chris Richards suffered a severe knee injury that he doesn't need surgery, but smart person will get surgery. So we'll see if the rest really did anything. And then you talk about Reyna. When he only plays a certain amount of minutes in the German league, but because he's very talented and he has really good skill sets, because you can't take that away from him. It's just he doesn't play. And even the people who don't like him are like, he needs to play. But his stupid father, which I think might be his agent, is putting stupid ideas. You're a much better player. You're much better. You need to play at the best leagues in the world because my son is not garbage. No one's saying your son is not garbage. Your son just needs to play, and maybe he needs to go to a lower European league or
maybe go to the French
or go to MLS. I know it's not like permanent.
Or go to Serginho. Go to where Serginho Dest went to recoup his career. Because after his stint at Barcelona didn't go well, he went back to PSV. He killed it there.
So
you're not Borussia Dortmund level. Yeah, you're not even Borussia Mönchengladbach level. You know how long that took for me to get, John Jay?
How?
That took me around like 2 months to pronounce. It was a long time.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know a lot about Joe Scally, but all the American podcasters with this Eurocentric, idea, because there's different types of fan bases in the U.S. And of course, you have your MLS, homers who like, you need to give more of these players a chance, and then you have these like Eurocentric snobs. We don't have academy, so these players at 15 have to leave America. Do they? So that's the big question. And that's why as a fan base, we're so divided. But MLS is not the problem. MLS quality has grown, and young players who are playing with because an MLS coach is still quality, level to coach, and you're still playing the game that you're supposed to. And so you don't play a 16, 17-year-old if he's not ready. But because we don't do it how Europe does, it's a failure. The purpose of Major League Soccer is not to create a league that is superior to even North America or South America or even compete in Europe. It's to have a player pool for our international competitions. We have stagnated in CONCACAF, which we have to start dominating all the time. But we need the players who have the heart and the will to say, you know what, let's do it. But these players are a little bit spoiled, not because they grew up with silver spoons, because Tyler Adams was raised in the projects in upstate New York, which I don't know if that's true, by a single mother. Okay. And so he got out of that environment. So he's not spoiled. Now in his club, they probably spoiled him. Christian Pulisic, who probably came from a middle-class background, maybe had his family there. And I'm not trying to belittle or be effed up, but he's kind of been pampered. And when you go to England on a vacation, and when you're over there and you're living there for a while and you're playing over there, you kind of get some quality coaching because we don't have that in the States. Weston McKennie, good example. A kid from a downtown area in the state of Texas. He earned his way up there. So there are a lot of these players who are really good. It's just that, and again, I'm not trying to be anti-Europe. We're not Europe. We're the United States of America. I may just have to start a podcast so I don't waste your time on your show because you're trying to do your thing. But I'm starting to realize that I do have a lot of opinions about
you
soccer.
do share a lot of opinions about world football that you can just get out. You can just go out and do John Jay on your spare time. You don't have to try to monetize it. You could make just episodes. Hell, you can have some recorded episodes. You can upload it on the channel.
Mm-hmm. So that's about it. Anyway, my bad for talking.
Okay. We're over with the stream. Knicks broke my heart.
Damn, sorry about that.
The series here.
Yeah. You take care, man.
You don't have to be sorry. The Knicks have to be sorry. Now we got to get this done in 5. Because I did not want to rhyme Knicks in 6. Besides that, we're going to close it off here.
Yeah.
Sadly, I got to get ready for work tomorrow.
Good night, buddy.
Thank you for being on with me, John. Thanks to everybody else that came in over in the stream late night. Short notice, Knicks lose 115 to 111. Wembanyama put up 32, 5 and 5. No, that was and Jalen Brunson. Well, Jalen Brunson still had actually his best game, and I feel like that was our Achilles heel. Carl was incredibly inefficient. 11 points with 8 boards. He was more used to the defensive side of the board. Most of the time, he was incredibly passive. Not his best performance, bro. I'm pissed off. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Hopefully your work week or school week's getting better. But I know it's around graduation time, so I hope y'all working on your summer bod and having a great time planning vacation. Game 4 will be on Wednesday, 8:30, same time, and then Saturday will be Game 5, if it goes to that. I mean, it has to.